Hey guys, welcome to Future Song Tactical. Today I want to make a relatively short video to share my personal opinions on what make a knife a great tactical knife. And I am going to do that by way of showing you two knives in my collection that I think are tactical, that fit the tactical nomenclature. So without further ado, let's jump into the knives in front of us. I have two knives here. One is a CRKT seismic, and the other one is a Zero Tolerance, ZT. I believe the model number is, can you read it better than I do? 0630. So why do I think these two knives out of my collection are particularly tactical? So what makes these two knives tactical? First of all, in my personal opinion, a tactical knife needs to be overbuilt. As you can see, both of these knives have a very solid construction. This knife here, both of them has a very solid, overbuilt steel liner to provide that strength. So no matter if you're poking, slashing, or chopping, getting the blade like stuck in some tight places, it's not going to break. The overall structure will hold its integrity even under a heavy load. So that's the first and foremost an important consideration for a technical knife. It needs to be overbuilt, both in terms of the frame, the liners, also the blades. You don't want the blade to be necessarily too slashy, which does make a good EDC knife, but in a tactical situation, a very thin blade stock, very slashy one, may not provide the strength that you need in a tactical or self-defense situation. Secondly, a technical knife needs to have a very solid lockup mechanism. When the knife is deployed, you don't want the knife to snap back, and you don't want to be accidentally releasing the lock. So these two have one has a very traditional locking mechanism. This is basically a frame lock. As you can see, when the knife is deployed, this entire portion of the frame is pushing against the deployed blade. So this is not going anywhere. In fact, as you're holding this knife, typically you'll be holding it this way. In fact, you are actually adding the strength to the frame lock. So a frame lock is a tried and tested locking mechanism that almost never ever fail. So it's not fancy, it's not modern, but it does get the job done. This CRKT seismic has a slightly unique locking mechanism. They call this lock a deadbolt locking mechanism. Let me show you how it works. So when the knife is deployed, let's look at it closely. You see this whole pivot will come out. And there's this little kind of a locking bar will snap into place. So this will drop down and this pivot will become flush. And I have seen the inside video of this. I have also disassembled this knife myself. So what is happening is effectively this metal bar, locking bar, it pushes into the blade. There's a kind of an opening notch inside. That's the same shape. So this is really not going anywhere. The only way for this lock to fail is when this bar, the integrity of the bar basically breaks down. And that is very unlikely in most situations. Another advantage of this locking mechanism compared to a traditional frame lock is it makes this knife very easy to retract. You can pretty much hold down this pivot and swing the blade back. So it's finger safe in that way. Lastly, a good technical knife needs to have ideally multiple ways to deploy, and a really efficient way to deploy. Because when you're in a pinch, you don't want to be fumbling with your knife and trying to find the intricate and tricky little mechanism to unlock it. You want a technical knife to become sort of a second nature, easy to develop that muscle memory. So when you pull it out of your pocket, it's ready to go without sinking or fumbling with the knife too much. So let's just start with this ZT knife. So this ZT knife has a couple ways to deploy. One way, you can see there's a little disc here, so you can just do a normal flicking. It's pretty much acts as a very effective thumb stud. That's pretty straightforward. In fact, this disc and this little wave design is called Emerson wave. So the disc can be used in a traditional kind of a thumb stud flipping manner. You can push it out. This wave, the right way to use it is you have this knife in your pocket, and when you pull it out, this wave will kind of catch on the on your pocket on the way out. So automatically the knife will get deployed like this as you pull the knife out of your pocket, and it's already ready to go. I have a short on my channel showing how to use the Emerson wave. It really is very effective and one of the fastest way. Going back to this CRKT Seismic, so this has there are a lot of knives that have this design. It has both a flipper and a thumb stud, providing multiple ways of deploying this knife. Finally, you want to make sure you have a tip down pocket carry, a pocket clip. Yeah, because tip up, typically you have to flip the knife in order to use it. When it's tipped down, when you pull the knife out, it's ready to go. Especially for the knives that has a Emerson wave or similar type of deployment mechanism. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you for checking us out. Please subscribe and like.